Dear Father, I lift my heart to you in quiet reverence. My soul leans into the stillness of your presence. I breathe in your goodness. I breathe out my worry, my haste, my striving. You are here. You have always been here. You remain constant even when the world around me shifts and bends. You are the center that never moves. You are the gentle voice that calls me back when my heart drifts away. I thank you for your mercy that waits for me in the morning. I thank you for the patience that meets me in my weakness. I thank you for the light that rises even when my eyes are slow to see. You do not turn away. You do not grow weary of forgiving. You hold me through every season. You carry me when I lose my strength. You whisper hope into my uncertainty. You are the breath that steadies me, the one who renews what life tries to break, the one who restores what my failures have scattered. You have promised that those who wait upon you shall renew their strength. They will mount up with wings as eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. I hold that word close. I let it settle deep in my spirit. I let it wash over my tired places. I surrender my will, my pace, my fears. I let your spirit breathe life where I have grown numb. I let your love soften the edges of my striving. I let your peace draw near until my heart remembers what it feels like to rest. You make all things new. You speak and creation stirs again. You breathe and dry bones awaken. You touch the dust and man becomes a living soul. I am reminded that you never stopped creating. You are still forming beauty out of chaos, still writing redemption into broken stories, still shaping hearts to reflect your glory. So I yield again. I open my hands and release what I cannot fix. I open my mind to be taught again. I open my heart to be filled again. I say yes to your renewing spirit. Yes to your gentle correction. Yes to your unseen work within me. Your spirit searches the depths of God and reveals truth to those who seek. I seek you now. I seek the still waters where my soul can drink. I seek the green pastures where your word restores me. I seek the quiet voice that says, "Be still and know that I am God." I know that without you, I can do nothing. I know that apart from your breath, I am only a shell moving through the motions. I long to be alive again, fully alive in your presence, fully aware of your nearness. I want my life to be the echo of your love, the reflection of your nature. You said, "I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit within you." You said, "I will remove the heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh." I receive that promise. I receive the softness that comes from your touch. I receive the humility that bows before your majesty. I receive the joy that flows from your spirit. I receive the renewal that makes me whole. Let every hardened thought break before your kindness. Let every bitter memory melt under your light. Let every dry dream bloom again with hope. Your spirit does not dwell in temples made with hands. You have made my heart your dwelling. You have written your law upon my inward parts. You have placed eternity within me. I am not alone. I am not forgotten. I am not too far gone. Your spirit reminds me that I belong, that I have always belonged. When I walk through the fire, you are with me. When I pass through the waters, they will not overflow me. When I stand in the storm, I will not be moved, because your spirit within me is stronger than the winds that rage without. So I lift my hands, not in fear, not in weariness, but in surrender. I lift them as a sign that I am yours, that I want to be molded again, that I am ready to be filled again. Let your spirit search me, let him cleanse me, let him renew me from the inside out. Take away every residue of doubt, every trace of pride, every shadow of unbelief. Fill me with your light. Fill me until love overflows. Fill me until gratitude becomes my language. Fill me until peace governs my mind. You said, "Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me." That is my prayer now. Create again where sin has scarred. Build again where neglect has weakened. Restore again where time has stolen joy. You are the restorer of paths to dwell in. You rebuild the ruins. You bring forth beauty from ashes. I look at my life and see the places that need your touch. I see the parts that long for your warmth. I see the fragments that need your binding. Come, Lord, and make it whole again. You do not despise a broken and contrite heart. You gather the scattered pieces and form them into something beautiful. I yield those pieces to you. My past, my regrets, my attempts to fix myself, my fears about the future, my hopes that are still waiting, I place them in your hands. I trust your timing. I trust your method. I trust your love that never fails. You are the potter, I am the clay. Shape me as you will. Press your fingerprints upon my life until they tell the story of grace. Let the oil of your spirit keep me pliable, keep me tender, keep me humble. I don't want to resist you. I don't want to be hardened by pride or pain. I want to stay teachable. I want to remain open. I want to live each day renewed, refreshed, reborn in your presence. Let your spirit fill my thoughts when I wake. Let your spirit whisper peace as I rest. Let your spirit guide my words when I speak. Let your spirit direct my steps when I move. Let your spirit guard my heart when I am silent. Let every breath become worship. Let every pause become communion. Let every act become obedience. I thank you that renewal is not a moment but a journey. I thank you that you walk with me through it all. You renew my strength daily. You renew my joy through every trial. You renew my hope even when the night lingers. You remind me that your mercies are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. You lift me when I fall. You sustain me when I falter. You hold me when I tremble. You correct me when I wander. You comfort me when I mourn. You restore me when I repent. You breathe on me when I grow weary. You teach me to wait, to trust, to yield. And in that waiting I am changed. I am renewed by your spirit. I am renewed by your truth. I am renewed by your mercy. I am renewed by your word that lives and abides forever. The old passes away, the new begins to unfold. I am not who I used to be. I am becoming who you always saw me to be. So let my life rise like incense before you. Let my worship flow like rivers of living water. Let my words carry the fragrance of gratitude. Let my eyes see your beauty in every day. Let my hands serve with love. Let my heart stay soft and full of wonder. Because you are worthy, you are holy. You are the reason I live. You are the breath I breathe. You are the song that steadies my soul. You are the spirit that renews me again and again and again. You move in quiet ways. I do not always see it, yet I feel it. I sense the stirring deep within, the soft invitation to draw nearer. Your spirit calls me to places my mind cannot reach, yet my heart recognizes them. Holy spaces, gentle awakenings. I rest there and listen. I listen to the rhythm of your grace as it beats like a steady pulse through everything alive. It is in the rising of the sun. It is in the whisper of the wind. It is in the silence that teaches more than words. Every moment becomes a reminder that you are not distant. You are not absent. You are here, renewing, restoring, breathing life into the corners of my soul. Let every thought that does not serve your peace fade into the background. Let every fear dissolve under the weight of your truth. You said, the Spirit gives life, and I believe it. You are life within me. You are the well that never runs dry. When the world drains me, you refill me. When voices confuse me, you center me. When weakness visits, you become my strength. You clothe me in quiet confidence. You teach me how to walk again, how to breathe again, how to hope again. I no longer chase meaning in empty places. I find it in you. I find it in stillness. I find it in surrender. Your spirit renews my mind. You teach me to let go of the thoughts that bind. You teach me to speak words that heal, not harm. You remind me that peace begins where pride ends. You show me that joy grows where gratitude lives. You bring to remembrance every promise you have spoken, every word that lifts me higher than the weight of my circumstances. I declare that my mind is not a battlefield of confusion, but a sanctuary of peace. I declare that my heart will not be ruled by fear, but by faith. I declare that I am renewed daily by the presence of your Spirit. You said, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. I yield to that transformation now. I allow the Spirit to rewrite every lie with truth, every wound with wisdom, every scar with testimony. There is a quiet miracle in renewal. It does not shout, it does not demand, it simply unfolds, slowly, faithfully, beautifully, like dawn breaking through the night, like a stream finding its way through stone. It comes gently, yet it changes everything. I feel it when I forgive. I feel it when I trust again. I feel it when I choose love instead of bitterness. That is renewal. That is the Spirit's gentle work within me. I do not force it. I simply receive it. I simply believe that He who began a good work in me will complete it. Your Spirit renews not just my heart, but my vision. Where I once saw despair, I now see possibility. Where I once saw failure, I now see grace. Where I once saw delay, I now see divine timing. I see through eyes washed by hope. I see with lenses polished by faith. Every season carries purpose. Every silence carries teaching. Every challenge carries shaping. You remind me that nothing is wasted when I walk with you. Even the broken pieces are gathered and turned into something sacred. You make beauty out of dust. You bring light out of shadow. You turn mourning into dancing, ashes into crowns, sorrow into songs. Let this renewal go deeper than my emotions. Let it settle into my spirit like roots into soil. Let it reach every place that has grown tired. Let it lift every corner of my being into your light. Let it renew the way I speak, with kindness, with wisdom, with patience. Let it renew the way I think, with clarity, with purpose, with peace. Let it renew the way I see others, with compassion, with grace, with understanding. Let it renew the way I live, with gratitude, with humility, with joy. You said that those who drink of the water you give will never thirst again. You said that it will become a fountain within, springing up into everlasting life. I drink from that well. I drink from that endless flow of spirit and truth. I let it cleanse me. I let it heal me. I let it fill every dry place until I overflow. I will not run on empty anymore. I will not live by striving. I will live by receiving the renewal that only you can give. Even when the storms come, I am held by something stronger. The spirit within me is peace in chaos, calm in confusion, strength in weakness. He lifts me when I sink beneath the waves. He reminds me that I am never without help. I am never without comfort. I am never without love. You are the one who said, "My grace is sufficient for you," and I believe it. I let that truth be my anchor. I let it hold me steady while renewal continues its quiet work in me. The old is gone, the new has come. I no longer live by the memory of what I lost. I live by the promise of what you are restoring. I no longer hold to regret. I hold to hope. I no longer look back with fear. I look forward with faith, because your spirit renews all things, in me, around me, through me. Every day something small changes. Every day something new begins. Renewal is constant. Renewal is grace in motion. Renewal is love made visible. And in that renewal I find you again, closer than breath, stronger than pain, gentler than any love I've known. You make me whole. You make me new. You make me yours. Your spirit whispers in the quiet spaces of my heart. In the stillness between thoughts, I hear you speak of rest, of peace, of the kind of renewal that comes not from striving but from surrender. I learn again that strength is not found in the noise of doing, but in the calm of being. You teach me to stop fighting for control, to trust the unseen, to yield to the rhythm of your spirit that moves like gentle wind, unseen yet undeniable. You teach me that renewal is not an event, but a relationship, a steady return to the heart of love, a daily turning toward light. You renew me through mercy. You renew me through grace. You renew me through every breath that reminds me I am still held. Every sunrise that whispers, I am not finished with you. Every moment of stillness that reminds me that your hand is upon me. You said that your compassions never fail. They are new every morning. I see it in the way you give me peace after chaos. I see it in how you bring beauty out of seasons I thought were barren. I see it in how you rebuild hope where disappointment once lived. Every day you prove yourself faithful. Every moment you reveal yourself kind. Sometimes I forget that renewal comes with letting go. You invite me to release what no longer serves my spirit, old fears, old wounds, old versions of myself that cannot walk into the new. You remind me that unless the seed falls and dies, it cannot bring forth life. So I yield again. I lay down the weight of old thoughts. I lay down the labels I gave myself in weakness. I lay down the voices that told me I was not enough. I let your spirit breathe where shame once lived. I let your word rewrite my story. You call me chosen. You call me loved. You call me renewed. I choose to believe you. I choose to walk in that truth even when I cannot see the full picture. Renewal is not always loud. Sometimes it feels like silence, like standing in the middle of what looks like nothing, yet something deep is shifting, something sacred is forming. The roots are growing unseen. The light is slowly returning. You said, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I may not always perceive it, but I trust that it is happening. I trust that you are working beneath the surface. I trust that you are breathing into the soil of my life. I trust that nothing planted in faith ever dies in vain. The more I trust you, the lighter I feel. The more I release control, the freer I become. Renewal flows like water through surrendered hands. It fills every hollow space that once carried fear. It moves through memories, healing what was once raw. It washes away the residue of disappointment. It brings laughter back to places that had forgotten how to smile. Your spirit is the gentle river that never stops flowing, the stream that makes glad the city of God, the life that renews everything it touches. And as you renew me, you teach me to renew others, to speak life where there is despair, to bring comfort where there is pain, to extend mercy where there was judgment. You said, freely you have received, freely give. So I choose to give renewal in my words, in my actions, in my silence. I choose to be a vessel of the same spirit that revived me. I choose to love as I have been loved. I choose to forgive as I have been forgiven. I choose to carry peace as a living testimony that renewal is real. You remind me that even creation groans for renewal. The earth waits for restoration. The skies await their fullness. Everything longs to be made new again. And in that longing I find hope. Hope that what is broken will not remain broken. Hope that what is wounded will be healed. Hope that what has died will live again. For you make all things new. You said, the old order of things has passed away. And I can feel it. The slow, certain passing of the old, the sacred rise of the new. Your spirit renews not only my heart but my purpose. The calling I once feared becomes clear again. The dreams I buried begin to breathe again. The gifts I left unused start to stir again. Renewal revives not just faith, but vision. It reignites passion. It calls me higher. It reminds me that I was made for more than survival. I was made to shine, to love, to bring light into dark places. And I will not hide anymore. I will not shrink back. I will rise with renewed strength, renewed focus, renewed hope, because you have breathed on me again. Even in the wilderness, renewal finds me. When the path feels dry and uncertain, you send streams in the desert. You cause flowers to bloom where there was once dust. You prove that nothing is beyond your touch, that nothing is too far gone to be renewed. I carry that truth like a flame through every night. It lights the way. It reminds me that endings are not final, that grace writes new beginnings every day. And so I keep walking, I keep believing, I keep waiting in stillness. I keep listening for the wind of your spirit, because I know it will come again, soft, strong, sure. It will come like breath into dry bones. It will come like rain over thirsty ground. It will come like peace into restless hearts. And when it comes, everything will live again. Everything will sing again. Everything will be made new again. You move through the silence of my thoughts and leave traces of peace that linger long after the noise fades. I begin to understand that this is what renewal feels like. Not a sudden storm, not a force that demands attention, but a quiet unfolding, steady and sure. You turn my restlessness into calm. You take my striving and replace it with stillness. I do not need to chase what you have already given. I only need to open my heart wide enough to receive. You remind me that your spirit is not far away. It lives within me, working, shaping, teaching, whispering truth into every weary space. There are moments when I forget the rhythm of grace. I try to build with my own hands, fix with my own plans, heal with my own will. Yet each time, you gently draw me back. You teach me that strength is born in surrender, that the greatest renewal begins where my effort ends. I hear your words echo within me, not by might nor by power, but by my spirit. It quiets the part of me that always tries to prove something. It calms the voice that whispers, do more, be more. I remember now, I am already enough because you dwell in me. I am already whole because your spirit renews me from within. I look at the world around me and see reflections of your renewal everywhere. The way the dawn pushes through the dark, the way trees shed what is old to make room for what is new. The way rivers carve paths through even the hardest stone. Everything in creation bears witness to your pattern. Death to life, winter to spring, silence to song. You have woven resurrection into the fabric of everything that breathes. I see it now in myself. I see it in the places where I once felt empty but now overflow with peace. I see it in the wounds that no longer hurt because love has filled the space where pain used to live. You said that the Spirit helps in our weakness, that He intercedes with groanings too deep for words. I feel those prayers rising within me, wordless, weightless, holy. They move through my spirit like waves against the shore. They carry what I cannot say. They express what my voice cannot form. Renewal often begins in silence, in those unseen prayers that reach you before they ever reach my lips. I thank you for that mystery, that even when I do not know what to pray, your Spirit is already praying in me. That even when I do not know how to begin again, you are already making a way. You are the constant within my change, the peace within my storm, the strength beneath my trembling, the love that endures when everything else fades. You hold me together when I unravel. You remind me that brokenness is not the end. It is the soil where renewal grows. Out of my ashes, you form beauty. Out of my emptiness, you create room for grace. Out of my tears, you birth compassion. Out of my pain, you shape purpose. You never waste what I go through. You redeem it, refine it, renew it. I am learning to wait well, to wait with hope instead of fear, to wait with peace instead of panic, to wait with open hands instead of clenched fists. Renewal teaches patience, the quiet confidence that what you have promised will come to pass. You said, "Those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength." So I wait not in despair, but in trust. I wait because I know you are faithful. I wait because I know your timing carries wisdom my heart cannot yet see. I wait because waiting with you is not wasting time. It is preparation for what is to come. And while I wait, I worship. I lift my soul in gratitude even for the unfinished parts of my story. I worship because worship renews me. It shifts my gaze from what I lack to who you are. It reminds me that peace is not found in the absence of struggle, but in the awareness of your presence. I whisper your name in the dark, and light begins to rise. I praise you not because everything is perfect, but because you are present in everything. My spirit finds rest in that truth. My soul finds renewal in that trust. Every breath I take becomes an offering. Every step becomes a declaration that I am still here, still held, still loved. Your Spirit continues to pour into me like oil into an empty vessel, steady, endless, gentle. I am filled and refilled again. When I pour out in service, you pour back in with grace. When I give love, you replenish it with peace. When I release fear, you replace it with faith. It is a divine rhythm, the exchange of heaven and earth, of surrender and strength, of weakness and renewal. You are not only the God who begins new things, you are the God who sustains them. Renewal is not just the start, it is the continual flow of your Spirit, keeping me alive in faith, alive in hope, alive in love. You keep the fire burning when the night feels long. You keep the river flowing when the ground feels dry. You keep my heart soft when the world grows hard. You keep me anchored when everything else shifts. I am being renewed even now, in the waiting, in the trusting, in the quiet. And as your Spirit renews me, I begin to see everything differently. My trials no longer look like punishment, they look like preparation. My delays no longer feel like denial, they feel like development. My weakness no longer feels like failure, it feels like a doorway to grace. You are teaching me that renewal does not mean escape, it means transformation. It means becoming new within the same place where I once felt defeated. It means rising in the same space where I once fell. It means finding you in everything, even in the things I once tried to run from. I rest now in that awareness. I breathe in your peace. I let your Spirit hover over me, just as he did over the waters before creation began. I feel the forming again, gentle, deliberate, divine. You are shaping newness out of the formless parts of my life. You are speaking light into my darkness. You are calling forth life from places that seemed lifeless. And I know that what you begin, you will finish. What you promise, you will fulfill. What you touch, you will renew completely. The quiet keeps deepening. I can feel the weight of your presence filling every corner of me, like morning light that seeps gently into shadow. I do not rush it, I do not need to. Renewal is never hurried. It happens in the secret places, beneath the surface where eyes cannot see. Something within me is unfolding, a calm confidence, a peace that no words can hold. It is your Spirit breathing softly, mending what was frayed, reviving what had grown still. I am learning that sometimes the greatest miracle is not escape but endurance. Not change around me, but change within me. The slow rebirth of hope that once lay buried under layers of fear. You draw me close without demand. You do not push. You do not force. You wait until I am ready to receive again. Until my heart, weary from striving, opens its hands and surrenders. You move like water around stone, gentle, persistent, patient. You soften what has been hardened by disappointment. You wash over every scar with quiet mercy. You whisper, I am making all things new. And I know it is true even before I see it. I know it in the way my heart begins to rest. I know it in the way joy begins to return, small but certain, like dawn breaking after a long night. You remind me that I am not defined by what has been lost, but by what is being renewed. You remind me that endings are not failures, they are transitions into something sacred. You teach me to look not at what is fading, but at what is forming. To fix my eyes not on what is temporary, but on what is eternal. You said, though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. I hold to that truth. It quiets my fear of decline, of loss, of change. It tells me that the real work, the deep work, happens inside, in the hidden chambers of the heart where your spirit dwells and rebuilds what the world cannot touch. Sometimes the renewal feels like breaking, the tearing away of what I thought I needed, the unraveling of what I once held too tightly. Yet even there, in the ache of surrender, I sense your nearness. I realize that what feels like loss is often love reshaping me, that pruning is not punishment but preparation. That what you remove, you replace with better, stronger, purer. You said every branch that bears fruit he prunes, that it may bear more fruit. And so I yield to the pruning. I do not resist the shears, for I trust the hands that hold them. I trust that you see the whole tree while I see only the branch. I am learning to thank you, even for the breaking, because it clears the space for newness to bloom. It opens room for faith to breathe again. It creates space for gratitude to grow. Renewal is not always the arrival of something new. Sometimes it is the removal of something old. It is a quiet exchange, fear for faith, pride for humility, bitterness for love. Every exchange draws me closer to you. Every letting go makes room for the Spirit to move freely. Every surrender becomes a seed that will bloom in its time. There is a sacred rhythm to renewal, the inhale of grace, the exhale of surrender, the slow release of control, the steady intake of peace. You are teaching me to live in that rhythm, to breathe with you, not against you, to move in harmony with the gentle pace of your Spirit. When I am restless, you remind me that peace is not a place I reach, but a presence I allow. When I am tired, you remind me that joy is not found in doing more, but in being still enough to remember who you are. You are the source of every new beginning, the wellspring that never runs dry. And in this place of quiet, I begin to hear again. Not the noise of fear, not the echo of past mistakes, but the soft assurance of your voice within. You remind me that I am loved beyond measure, that nothing I have done disqualifies me from grace, that nothing I have lost removes me from your care. You said, I will restore to you the years that the locust has eaten. I feel that restoration beginning now, not just of what was taken, but of who I am. You are giving me back my voice, my purpose, my peace. You are restoring laughter to my lips, light to my eyes, life to my soul. You turn weakness into wisdom. You turn waiting into worship. You turn silence into song. And through it all, you keep reminding me that renewal is not the work of a moment, but the testimony of a lifetime. Every day I wake, I am being renewed. Every time I forgive, I am being renewed. Every time I choose love over resentment, truth over fear, patience over pride, I am being renewed. This is the unseen glory of your Spirit at work, quietly transforming, endlessly creating, continually breathing life. And so I rest in this flow. I rest in the knowing that I do not have to strive for what is already mine. I do not have to chase what you freely give. Renewal is here. Renewal is within. Renewal is your Spirit alive in me, making me whole, shaping me into peace, drawing me closer to your heart with every breath I take. There is a tenderness in this stillness, a quiet assurance that what you begin, you complete. I no longer fear the silence between seasons. I have come to understand that stillness is not absence, it is invitation. It is the sacred pause where transformation takes root. You move in ways I cannot see, weaving threads of renewal through the tapestry of my days. You take what was frayed and strengthen it. You take what was dim and make it glow. Even when I feel unseen, you are shaping me in secret. You are teaching me to live with open hands, to release the past, to trust the unseen. Every breath becomes an offering. Every moment, a chance to begin again. You said, behold, I make all things new. And I believe that. I believe that your spirit never ceases to create, even when I cannot feel the stirring. Renewal is not about returning to who I was. It is about becoming who I am meant to be. You are leading me into a wholeness that is not dependent on circumstances. You are building within me a sanctuary of peace, a place where faith lives even in the storm, a place where gratitude grows in the soil of surrender. Your renewal is quiet but unstoppable, like spring after a hard winter. It doesn't announce itself with noise. It comes softly, it comes faithfully. It comes when hearts begin to believe again, when souls that had grown weary suddenly feel warmth returning. I see it in small ways, in the courage to hope, in the strength to forgive, in the light that flickers even in the darkest nights. That is you. That is your spirit restoring what life has worn down. That is your love rebuilding the walls of my heart, one breath at a time. I remember the words, "Create in me a clean heart and renew a right spirit within me." They are not just words on a page. They are the cry of my soul. I do not ask for perfection. I ask for renewal. A heart made clean not by my effort but by your mercy. A spirit made right not by performance but by presence. You meet me there, in humility, in truth, in surrender. You wash away the dust of self-reliance and I find peace again. I find myself again, not the self shaped by fear, but the one born of grace. You teach me that renewal is not escape from reality. It is engagement with it, through the eyes of faith. You show me how to walk among the ordinary with extraordinary awareness, to see holiness in small things, to find you in the pause between breaths. Renewal is not always a burst of light. Sometimes it is the gentle glow that guides my steps. Sometimes it is the quiet conviction that even when I stumble, you are near. You lift me, steady me, remind me that failure does not define me. Grace does. Always grace. And in that truth, I begin to breathe differently. I begin to live slower, deeper, freer. I begin to listen to the whisper that says you are loved, you are enough. You are being renewed every moment you choose to stay open. You have written that those who wait upon you will renew their strength. They will rise on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. I hold that promise close, because waiting with you is not wasted time. It is sacred preparation. It is where strength is born in stillness. You are making me new in ways I do not yet understand. The things that once broke me are becoming the soil for new life. The tears that once blurred my vision are watering new dreams. The losses that once emptied me are now teaching me gratitude. Every ending folds into a beginning. Every wound opens the door for healing. Every shadow gives depth to the light. Renewal is not only the recovery of joy, it is the rediscovery of purpose. It is the deep knowing that I am part of something eternal, something beautiful, something holy. So I rest here in the flow of your spirit. I let go of striving. I lay down the weight of yesterday. I open my heart to the grace of today. And I trust that what you renew, you sustain. What you awaken, you nurture. What you begin, you perfect. Every breath is a testimony. Every heartbeat, a rhythm of grace. Every moment, an opportunity to begin again. Not because I am worthy, but because you are faithful. In this place, there is no fear, only quiet assurance. Only peace that surpasses understanding. Only love that keeps giving even when I cannot return it fully. You are the pulse within all creation, the spirit that renews the face of the earth, the breath that restores, revives, and refreshes. And in your renewal, I find my rest. In your presence, I find my strength. In your love, I find life, abundant, unending, and whole. In Jesus' name, amen.